we started out, we didn't come out with the right intensity defensively. And when you give teams a little bit of rhythm, they start making shots, even if they're uncharacteristic shots, And that's on us. We got to come out better. But, we're a tough group. We get challenged a lot in practice, challenged a lot, at halftime and different points of the season, and we're built for it. We've had a lot of games where it's come down to the wire in a few possessions, so we're ready for it. Hats off to our guys playing defense and just competing at a high level, and thank God we were able to come out with the win.
Can you tell us how you feel physically? Because I know you came out pretty strong tonight, but you had some shoulder issues as well.
I'm starting to feel like myself again. Unfortunately, I had some injuries in the beginning of the season that I felt like helped me back. But just props to my teammates and the coaches for being there for me, rallying me through, feeding me confidence. And obviously I performed well tonight as well as these guys right here.
So you guys came out pretty fast in the first quarter, then you got kind of hit by this wall, their defensive wall, and then, kind of you filled them out for a little while, and then you came back even stronger, holding back their defense for pretty much that entire second half. Can you talk about a little bit preparing for their height, preparing for their defense?
We knew coming in they had the number one defense in the conference up to this point. So we knew it was going to be tough. But we got to trust our work. And eventually, you just keep doing the right things and it'll break through. So when we started that second half, we couldn't score, but we started to get stops. And eventually we were getting good looks, and they're going to have to fall at some point. So, we started hitting, and we kept guarding. You see they scored 19 in the second half, so hats off to us. But eventually you just keep grinding them, wearing them down, and eventually they won't keep hitting the same amount of shots.
Tyler, how does it feel to be 4-1 now for the NCAA?
It feels really great. We all know the expectations that were had for us at the beginning of the year. So to be in this position is not a shock to us because we knew we were capable the whole time. But I think that we feel that we need to show everybody else that we're capable of being that team.
I apologize. What did you think of the lift that Makai was able to give you and also Caleb down the stretch?
Shoot, those guys are getting better every day, especially Caleb. From the summer to now, he's our most improved guy. He just works, and all the success he's having, he deserves it. He's someone who comes in, puts his head down, works. And Makai, he's just a do everything guy for us. And if we're gonna win, we need him to be at his best. So his rebounding, his defense, his blocks, all the stuff that he brings to the table is super valuable for us.
Just for anyone, seems like close games are kind of a theme for you guys in conference play so far. What is it about those late game situations where you guys have been able to come out on the winning side so far in conference play?
Us just being in close games a lot, I would say. But we have experience. That's one thing we brought back was experience, and we know what it takes to win down a stretch. But yeah.
And we've had so many games like that the past 2 years. So at some point, you got to learn from experience, right?
And they're fun. I like close games.
Yeah.
By the way, what was the key defensively? I think they started 6 of 8 from 3, and they only won.
Like I said early on, we gave them clean looks, and if you give us clean looks, eventually we'll start making it. We'll start making them. But second half, again, we know the guys who make the shots. We know the guys who shoot for them. Make everything tough. If they hit a tough one or two, we'll live with it. But keep making everything tough, and that's what we did. And they finished out 1 for 15. So, we just keep contesting, keep guarding. They're not gonna hit side steps and step backs the whole game. Eventually, they're gonna start missing. And if they do, we're gonna lose.
Yeah. Inside, what did you think the end of the first half, that spurt, do for you guys? Because being down 18 is a lot different than being down 9, particularly after the way you finished off.
I think it sparked us a little bit. Like I said before, we know what we needed to do going into the second half, and we finished strong.
This is for you, Tyler. I think I've asked you this before, but you're coming off 3 wins. Do you think you've slid a little bit more into your stride? You're hitting shots that you were doing at the beginning of the year, where you're paying back. It's a very dramatic game today for you guys. Can you just talk about your energy?
Coach always talks about having energy out there, so I wanted to emphasize my energy today because I know my personality doesn't really perceive that, but I got fight, I got energy, and atmospheres like that, everybody loves. Everybody wants to be a part of them, and I feel like I'm starting to hit my stride too.
A great win against obviously a really good Hofstra team that's well coached. We couldn't stop them in the first half. I think the big plays really were the end of the half. Mackay made a big layup, and then Messiah stealing layup when we were hemorrhaging, and then I think the atmosphere in the building really got us over the hump late, especially defensively. We had a lot of open shots that we didn't make, but the atmosphere in the building made a big difference, and we were able to come up with some big stops and really steal a game against a very good team.
You weren't a cheerleader in the fire like that.
I wasn't. I don't like doing that a lot, but we were, we were hemorrhaging there. We would challenge them a little bit at halftime, and to give up 71% in the first half is just obscene. So we responded in the second half, thankfully.
Still, rotation-wise, I think you only played like 7 or 8 in the second half. John didn't play, but that's, it seems like you're still trying to experiment.
Well, no, I mean, we got 10 guys that I trust and that can play, but we're at the point when you give up 71%, you're going to go with the guys that are giving you a response. And what we have found since the conference has started is if, guys don't play up to their ability, and that starts with, getting on the glass and defending, unless they're just on a heater, then we're going to play other guys. So it's, everybody that steps on the court has a responsibility to be engaged defensively and on the glass. And, maybe we'll change lineups for Saturday. I don't know. They're all going to play. We only got 10 of them, so they're all going to play.
But you're playing a lot of close games, so you have Williamson and Tejada on the floor. They can't guard both at the same. You have at least.
Well, sometimes they can't guard anyone. As you noticed the first half, but
I just think of Dylan tonight. He sat a lot.
yeah, he did. He didn't. He wasn't great early. He lives for the moment. He's got courage, and we have great confidence in him. And obviously, Tyler's kind of the one guy that needs to be on the floor because at some point, every time he shoots the ball, it looks like it's going in. You know what happens, Matt, when you have guys that can make shots? You look like you're coaching, and then people don't tear you up.
And I don't want to get you in trouble, but I will. But I thought the best play of the night was the Williamson pass to Tejada for the three. That was called for a charge.
Yeah, that was I'd have to watch on tape. We had an unbelievable officiating crew. That's why I didn't say anything to them all night. And it's great having our commissioner in the building, and I appreciate him getting these because I think we're 11-1 or something in the last 12 Thursday games, or 10-1. So when you have Final Four level officials, they tend to police the game, and you get great basketball games. So we're really appreciative to have that. Same crew's working Saturday, right?
Pat, between Mackay's ball handling, the blocked shots, particularly the one near their bench, and just the rebounding, how valuable was he tonight, and how reflective of that?
Yeah, we challenged him. He hasn't played great lately. He's still capable of playing better. 7 and 5, Aragon and Cruz Davis are really good players. So we just thought we needed a little bit more length on them. If you go back and study it, they try to ball screen and get a switch. So in the last play, what we did, something we had worked on scouting, we knew they would try to bring a guy in to get Dylan on the switch. So we told Dylan to hedge, which guards normally don't do, and then we got under it so they couldn't get the switch. So we were able to keep bigger guys on those guys and force tough shots.
Coach, you were able to get to the inside a little bit easier today, but we saw the same struggle with ball handling and ball attentiveness with a lot of, dead balls and stuff like that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Thought we were a little sloppy early with it. 8 turnovers on 53 possessions is pretty good. This group is right now, I think, top 20 in the country in taking care of the ball. So if that, we have a philosophy. We didn't do it well enough tonight. If we can take care of the ball and pound the offensive glass, we're going to get more shots. If we get more shots, we got a better chance of, the odds are in our favor. So, I'm sure with some plays we can clean up. Like I said, good team, hard team to guard, and I'm glad we only see them once.
Tyler said he's a big fan of those close games. You seem a little more stressed down there on the sideline. When you get in those late game situations, is it about trusting what you've been doing, or is it
Yeah, I mean, it's got a good, hopefully we can follow our training, right? And, we spend time on certain actions we're going to run and certainly coverages. Parfait had the scout tonight. He did a good job, especially the last two plays. We were able to guess what we thought they were going to run based on watching a lot of film. But, it's if you get guys like, it's a make or miss game, right? They get a couple shots, miss. Dylan Williamson makes a big shot, and you look like you know what we're doing.